Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Dish with Candice Cooper. I have a little bit of a cold today, so I'm staying inside and getting better, taking care of myself. I want to say one thing. If you are sick and you're a coffee drinker, just get ahead of it. You don't want to have a coffee headache on top of being sick. So I had my coffee this morning and I'm going to have it in the afternoon too, just so I don't get like a crazy headache. On top of already not feeling super terrific. I didn't take any medicine or anything. I just took the AG1 and I made myself fresh squeezed orange juice and lemon juice into my AG1. And then all I've been able to eat all day is a smoothie, protein smoothie that I made. So I made my protein smoothie. I'm really not drinking any water. It doesn't taste great, the water. So like whenever I get a stuffy nose, people thought like losing your sense of smell and taste was synonymous with the Rona. I don't know. I've been getting sick for 4 decades, and every time I like lose my sense of taste and smell. I could taste this a little bit now, but this morning couldn't taste the coffee at all. I did deep clean my entire apartment this morning though, and I sprayed not Lysol, but like the eco-friendly version of Lysol on everything. I ripped the sheets off the bed, sprayed the bed down with disinfectant. Hey Keith, don't worry about it. I'm not worried, but I'm hanging in. Deep cleaned the apartment, disinfected everything, disinfected the sinks, disinfected the toilets, disinfected everything. And I'm just like relaxing, napping, making the phone calls that I had to make, doing all that stuff that I had to do. But I was like, what am I going to do? You know, I don't feel good. Just stay home, stay inside. It's a cold. It went from normal, like 80s, to back to 100. So it is so hot. But shout out to me for continuing to take Iggy out. He's been out like 3 or 4 times, and it's only 3 o'clock. So no matter how shitty I feel, Iggy and Quinny are still getting taken care of. Don't worry. And I am a little bit annoyed because my hair looks great today, and I had like appointments to go to and stuff. Can't show off my great hair. Is it going to be this great tomorrow? I don't know. I really don't know. But let's do a little daily dish with Candice Cooper. You guys. Oh, Keith hasn't been sick in 3 years, so he doesn't know. What? Keith, tell us your secrets. What vitamins do you take? Where do you go? What do you do? I know who I got this from. They were sick. We had a meeting. They were sick. We both handled papers together. And then I woke up today feeling terrible. Terrible. You stay inside and avoid meetings. Okay, that's normal. Well, the person that I had the meeting with, they weren't feeling great, and we had the meeting set for that day. So it was what it was. It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really bother me because honestly, I'd rather get this out of the way now instead of December when it's busy season for me. But what I do want to talk about, let's talk a little bit about pop culture. Conspiracy theory. Can I say Kanye was not on the list of Diddy's party goers? Can I get an amen? Y'all want to fucking call him crazy. Y'all want to drag his name through the mud. Y'all want to talk shit about him. Try to get him 5150'd. Well, he was telling the truth. Him and Cat Williams. For like 20 years, Cat Williams has been saying this. Well, he's been alluding to it. And everyone was like, Cat Williams is a shit talker, you know, blah, blah, blah. Heather McDonald was like, I don't think I can believe this. Fucking idiot. I love her, but she was kind of an idiot when she said that. I don't think... A lot of people are saying it's not baby oil. A lot of people are saying it's GHB. A lot of people are saying... Like, the bottles didn't look like regular. If the picture that I saw online, which, like, who the fuck knows, was the actual picture of the bottles, it didn't even really look like baby oil. Like, maybe they're using similar bottles, but a lot of people said it's GHB, it's, you know, the baby oil is laced, and like that movie Blink Twice with Channing Tatum where he uses, which I haven't seen, but he uses the perfume to take advantage of the women at night. So, but here's the thing. One, what is this a distraction for? Like, I'm jaded at this point, okay? I was sitting 8 miles away from the World Trade Centers as they were... I almost said BOMBED, but I mean, that's what I think. Whatever. In history class, it's been nonstop. So now I'm fucking jaded. All right, now I'm jaded. Now I'm like, what is this really a distraction for? Because I think that the Johnny Depp case was a distraction for something. I think that this stuff is a distraction for something. And if we think that Diddy is... I'm telling you, go research Errol Flynn's parties and Charlie Chaplin and all of those people from old school Hollywood. I feel like they would make Diddy look like kindergarten. Seriously. It's giving distraction. It's giving bullshit. It's giving what's going to happen with the election. I'm just, like, not buying it. I don't know. Obviously, he was this monster. No doubt about that. Tupac, Biggie, blood on his hands. All the women... What's crazy is a lot of these people on TikTok are going through all of the celebrities who've died of pneumonia. I'm not an herbalist, but there's got to be something that you could give somebody to make them. And like you have access to the best chemists, the best doctors, the best everything. And Diddy bragged and was like, these are cops that are guarding my parties. So people literally were like, we have nowhere to go to talk to this, to tell about this. You know? So they would have been called crazy themselves. Now it's all coming out, please. I used to love Oprah. Oprah, OMG, allegedly. I don't think Oprah's a good person. I really don't. I really liked Oprah. And that was like a hard pill for me to swallow when it kind of like all started coming out about her school in Africa and what that guy was doing to the girls, like chaining them up and getting them pregnant, and like that's crazy. Thank you. I'm looking great, even though I'm sicky poo. You're a doll, thanks. No, the news is not going to tell us anything that we really need to know. That's what's really going on. Now, we've seen Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, allegedly, she went to another property. Here's my thing with Ashton Kutcher. So he was longtime friends with Danny Masterson, who's a rapist, like a serial rapist. And big fan of Diddy, rose to like fame, power, Demi Moore, all of that stuff. But I didn't know, maybe until like a few years ago, that he was going on a date with a girl and walked up to her front steps, looked inside, and she was dead in her living room. And he turned around and called Danny Masterson before he called the police. Like, who else thinks that that was some sort of sacrifice? Right? Mila. And what's crazy is he was covering it up in plain sight. Him and Mila with the trafficking and like, how many times do we have to fucking be hit in the face with this? Bill Gates in Africa. Any of these people who like any of these weird billionaires who go to Haiti, like, why are you in fucking Haiti? Send your money. What do you need to go fuck around with those kids for? Then it's just so hiding in plain sight. And Jared from Subway, why did he need to be a part of children's organizations? Because he was a fucking weirdo. And then you think to yourself, how did somebody like Jared get through? Are you kidding? They struck gold when they got in bed with Jared in his stupid commercials. They want to see you sacrifice to be a part of the clique, the crowd, because then they have gossip over you. They have control over you. So we're going to see. Thank you. History does repeat itself. We're going to see like Clive Davis, all of those guys. And then who's above Clive? Like, we have to start looking like Diddy is the middleman. He's the middleman. Oh, 100%. 100%, Keith. 100%. It's, like George Carlin said, it's a big fucking club and none of us are invited. None of us are invited. Me personally, why now? I'm the fine one. But why now with Diddy? And I'm telling you right now, all those people who were on the Epstein tapes, they're on the fucking Diddy tapes too. They dodged a bullet with being exposed through the Epstein case. I don't know. Here are a few different theories. I think that they're going to claim that Diddy died from withdrawal symptoms. And then I think that they're going to send him to inhabit the same island that Jeffrey Epstein is on. Jeffrey Epstein is on an island with all those kids, those missing kids from Hawaii after the last fire. Where are those children? Where are those kids? On Jeffrey Epstein's island. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? When they pulled him out without the sheet over his face, I was like, that's a wrap. You tried too hard to prove to us that he's dead. Now I'm like, he's alive. He's alive. So here's what I think. They're going to say that he died from withdrawal symptoms and ship him off. And then there's obviously going to be an investigation and going through the tapes and all of that stuff, which is going to keep everybody distracted through January, if you pick up what I'm putting down. Or they could keep him alive and, you know, he'll be a part of the distraction until January. They did not, I don't believe that they killed Jeffrey Epstein. I believe that he is alive on an island fucking around with the missing children from Hawaii. That's what I believe. It's a big distraction, you guys. So we're all going to eat it up. We're all going to fall for it. I remember when TikTok was all train crashes for like a month? What happened to the train crashes? What happened to all the toxic stuff that was put into their lakes and rivers? And like, what happened to that? What happened? But no, I don't think that they killed Jeffrey Epstein. I think that he's alive and chilling. Sincerely. And I think that they're going to pretend Diddy dies and he's going to go and chill. I really do. But just know that this is 100% a part of some sort of staged distraction. When you're sitting next to the World Trade Centers going down and you're in history class and you're a senior like I was, and then I've lived through all those other, it's like the ozone layer, acid rain, every fucking 5 years. It's something new. So, you know, am I going to cover it? Am I going to talk about it? Am I going to research it? I am, but if you're like a reality fan, watching Roni back now and Heather Thompson loving P. Diddy, Carol Radziwill on Jeffrey Epstein's plane, hanging out with Ghislaine, okay? I genuinely am like, holy shit. I know this is like pop culture and some of you guys will have no idea what I'm talking about, but when it comes to watching The Real Housewives of New York, it started as like this fun show and devolved into political grudges and alliances. And Bethany Frankel, I don't think she, like, if I had to guess, I would say she's conservative because she's been through hell and back. It's easy to be liberal when you've had like an easy life. You feel bad for the underdog because, you know, oh, I'm so lucky. I grew up so privileged. Like, I want to do the right thing to help the underdog. But like, you never grew up an underdog. So what you think is going to help the underdog is like so far out of the realm for what actually would help the underdog. And watching Roni, like, Carol is such a fucking snake. She's such a disgusting snake. And she hated Bethany so much and gaslit Bethany so hard. And Bethany was like, am I going fucking crazy? Like, I feel like you don't like me. I like you, Bethany. I like you. Maybe you don't like me. And then seeing her affiliation with Ghislaine, seeing her affiliation with Epstein, all of that stuff, I'm like, God, it was right there in front of us. You know, and now I see like Rachel Zoe getting divorced, her friend Candice Miller and her husband Brandon Miller committing suicide. Candice didn't commit suicide, but her husband Brandon committed suicide. So it's like, are these people involved? Are they, like, they're all, like, it's a small community and they all rub elbows with each other. Listening to Rachel Zoe be like, oh my God, Ashton and Demi and the white party and and all this stuff. It's like, did you really get that far as a stylist? You know, just on your own merit and working harder than everybody else? I don't know. But I do predict a lot of people in Hollywood will be ending their lives. I mean, you know, they're so narcissistic, I don't know if they would ever end their own lives, but if it's scary enough what's on those tapes. And allegedly, Kim has been spoken to by the feds. We don't know that for sure. The only source that I had for that was someone saying that on TikTok. So I just want to go ahead and say unconfirmed, allegedly. But she was pretty involved in his parties, his life, his social scene, and they were so in awe of him. And Chloe has spoken about the freak-offs, how everyone was naked, Justin Bieber, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, you know, Hollywood is really crumbling. And this is crazy because it is the last ingress into Pluto and Capricorn for 250 years. But Hollywood is crumbling. It's just, what a fucking facade. What a facade. We used to go to this teen night in upstate New York at Facades. We used to call it cheesy facades because it was so fucking cheesy. But it's just, I feel bad for Bieber. And what's crazy is that Bieber just had a baby. Him and his wife just had a child. And all of this traumatic sexual trauma is coming out now, like just as they are birthing a new life into the world. He must have such bad anxiety, such bad nightmares. Like, you think that when he closes his eyes at night, he was like a little boy at Diddy's house, hanging out with these adults. What the fuck are they doing with him? Now he's got a new baby. Now he's got to keep his shit together because they have a kid. So really crazy timing for him. I feel bad for him. I just am like, to the little Candice in me, girl, I just wanted to be in movies and commercials and do print work and runway, and I just wanted to be an actor and model so badly when I was a kid. And, you know, what a bummer. What an absolute bummer. I am sick today. I am sick. That's why I'm home and I'm not doing anything, because I'm sicky poo. But it's crazy. It is definitely crazy, and I'm bummed out because we could never look at anyone in Hollywood the same ever again. You know, when I was working as an actor for 20 years of my life, it did kind of ruin movies for me because, like, you see too much behind the veil and you're like, well, that's fucking ruined for me. Now I know how that's made. And now we know what people have to go through to be successful and popular in Hollywood. And it's ruined for us. They killed Aaliyah. They killed Tupac. They killed Biggie. They killed Brittany Murphy. They be killing. But what a bummer. What a bummer. I'm almost done with my cafe, my midday cafe. Took my nail polish off. I'm going to do a little at-home manicure. They got to give up those cookies. Oh, you think Bieber? Yeah, Bieber. Well, here's the thing. Bieber's mom was like a teen mom. And she put Justin on YouTube when he was a kid. And then he, like, got discovered. What was she? Young 20s when Bieber was discovered? Like, your frontal lobe isn't even developed yet. So how could she even conceptualize how to protect her son from an industry that he was, destined for with that talent. That's why when I look at successes, well, like fiscal successes, I think of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Their parents were very smart, and they hired a really great entertainment attorney who founded Dual Star for them, which was their production company, and they were able to control the production, control the money. Are they perfect? No. I mean, those girls are strange. They're fucking peculiar. But who knows what they saw on the set of Full House. And it's Bob Saget. Apparently he was like a huge perv. Which, I don't fucking doubt. I don't doubt. And those girls hate the people that they worked on that show with. They won't even talk to them. I agree, Michael. Whoever made the money from their music after they were killed did it. Tupac and Biggie. A lot of people are saying now that Faith Evans was a plant. She has little Christopher, which, whatever happened to him? And, she kind of, it was an inside job. She was a plant from Diddy. But when I look at pictures or videos of Tupac, he was, such a handsome guy. Those big, beautiful eyes, those eyelashes, those beautiful teeth. He was just he was a presence. And when I look at Diddy is the perverted, upside down world version of him. He's got that mouth breathing little, he just is, he's the upside down world version of Tupac, a disgusting cretin version of Tupac, where Tupac was this light and real and no bullshit raw artist. Oh, Dan Schneider, for sure. For sure. Amanda Bynes. Amanda. Hayden Panettiere. When I look at pictures of these girls growing up on the red carpet and how they just looked so bright and sparkly and bubbly, and then we just hear all of these stories of their managers giving them drugs and alcohol, people touching them inappropriately, and their sparkle is completely annihilated. This is crazy. It's we're in a fucking spiritual war. Because Tupac was so bright and sparkly, and he was snuffed out, and P. Diddy is so dark, disgusting, and perverted, and he got pushed to the top. And when we look at Hayden and we look at Amanda and how beautiful and sparkly they were, and now they're literally drained dry, fucked up horribly. Weird. Are you wait, who's a really talented producer musician? P. Diddy? Okay, well, he sold his soul. So really it's not his talent. He just knew who to suck up to get into the right places. Whereas Tupac was just I'm going to tell you how it fucking is. They were the best rappers, and they were sacrifices. And so was Amanda, and so was Hayden. I'm so happy to see Lindsay Lohan. She looks great. She fucking rebounded. I think probably because she has a strong family around her. But Amanda didn't. And I don't think Hayden does either. So, it's... Just know that this is a distraction. The country's not in a great place. We're not strong. We're being laughed at by every other country in the world. Because of Kookadoodle-Doo. When I tell you, I can't even do a good impression of her, but there are women on TikTok who do a great impression of the cackler. And just go check it out. Estee, Estee. She's really fucking funny and like nails it. I can't do her voice because I have a cold, but I'm not going to get political on here, but it even extends down to that. Who is being pushed up as, when they say America isn't going back, that is terrifying to me. I like the slogan, make it great again. We're never going back? What the fuck? We're not going to get political, but I think it's pretty obvious. Who would be absolutely atrocious for the country. You want to listen to that cackle for 4 years? I can't. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging in. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna drink some water. I can't confirm or deny, Keith, but I'm not mad about it. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Daily Dish with me, Candice Cooper, Sicky Poo. Healing poo. Healing. I'm healing. I'm going to come back stronger, better, faster, quicker, smarter. Maybe a little skinnier. I don't know. But I love you guys. We'll chat later. Ta-ta, y'all.